So feet about hip width apart. Inhale, reach up. Take the fingertips to the ceiling, come up onto the toes. And then slowly back down and swoop the arms and just lift. Again, inhale up. Reach up to the ceiling, come up onto the toes. And then heels down and swoop. Ooh, yeah, let's do that 2 more times. Lift up. Don't be sick, Chloe. Last one. Lift up. Toes. Heels down and swoop. Then just take the right arm down the back. Bring the left arm over. Grab the elbow. And just lean to one side. Pull yourself across. Then relax and switch. Grab the elbow one more time and pull across. Center, take both my hands behind, place one hand on top of the other, and then just lift away from the body and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the chin slightly. Then relax, just roll them shoulders. We're going to slowly pull the knee into the chest. Take it down and switch. So bring it up and actively pull the knee in as close as you can to the chest. Really pulling it in, stretching those muscles around the hips. Pull it just a little bit higher each time. One more, and then what we're going to do is bring the right leg up, and we're just going to hold it there, hold it here, pull it in and hold. Test your balance at the same time. Hey Sarah Minchie. Then with that same leg you've got an option of placing the foot either on the calf muscle or just above the knee, and we come into the tree pose. If you are going to put it above the knee and you've got like leggings on, you might need to roll them up a little bit because otherwise your foot might just slip. Take it down and switch. So we're bring the other leg up. Just hug it in first of all. Careful, Tracy Santa. Then again, take it in. You can either put it on the calf muscle or the inner thigh. And just relax. Knee out to the side. And take it down. Give the legs just a little shake. So what we're going to do is step your right leg forward, reasonably big step, but you're going to keep both feet flat on the floor, so you're almost like a triangle. From the hips, lift the chest, and then just fold forward with a nice flat back. Keeping both feet nice and flat, and you'll probably feel the stretch predominantly down the back of your front leg, hopefully. Back nice and flat, so you come to around about 90 degrees to begin. And then just start to round the back and let the head drop down a little bit lower if you can. Don't worry if you can't, that's fine. Slowly bring yourself up, and we're going to switch. So step the feet together, then take one step forward, lift through the chest, fold from the hips to around about 90 degrees, keep the back nice and flat, both feet flat on the floor. And then if you feel comfortable, you can slowly come on down a little bit further. Then relax, slowly come on up. So now what we're going to do is just going to fold forward into a hamstring stretch. If you want to increase the stretch in the calf muscles a little bit, if you've got a mat or a towel or a pillow, you can roll it up and just put the front half of your foot on top of it if you wish, and then just fold yourself forward nice and comfortable. If you haven't, don't worry, it's not a problem. And you may just get a little bit more of a stretch into those calf muscles when you're at the bottom where the foot is slightly lifted. So it's only the front of the foot that should be lifted, the heel should be down on the floor. Just let your upper body hang nice and gently. Twice. Inhale, come up. Exhale, just let the arms drop. Give the body a little twist from side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to drop on back down. Drop the chin to the chest, roll on through. Come on down once more. And let's just hang there. Lengthen those hamstrings a little bit more. Yourself up. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, just roll them shoulders. Easy peasy. So we're going to take our feet nice and wide. Toes still facing the front. Exactly like we did a moment ago. Hands on the hips. Lift through the chest. And then just bring yourself down to around about 90 degrees. So you've got a nice flat back. Push the bum backwards. And then just hold that stretch. So gently, all I want you to do is take your right hand across and try and tap that left foot, and then do the same on the opposite side. So don't forcefully do it, just try and reach. If you can touch the foot, that's fine. Maybe try and touch slightly beyond the foot if that's too easy. Tap the floor, but don't force anything, just do it nice and gently. If you can't touch the foot, the shin is fine. Trying to get a little bit of rotation into that spine as well as increase the length of those hamstrings. Just a couple more. One more on each side. You might find you're starting to go a little bit further each time. Start to walk the feet in. Bring yourself up. So we're going to do a standing hip flexor stretch. So right leg forward, take your left leg back. Almost like a lunge position. So your back heel is lifted, your front knee is above your ankle. So from here, if you're here, just push that knee forward and you might start to feel a little bit of a stretch into the hip flexor. Slide that back foot back a little bit more, drop a little bit, and then just kind of turn your pelvis underneath and you'll increase that stretch into the hip flexor. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders back. Just hold that for a moment. If at any point you need to, you can just come up, relax, and then drop back down into it. Remember to tilt underneath. Then slowly bring it up. And then we're going to switch legs. So this time you take your right leg back, same thing. Back foot is on the toe, heel is lifted, drop down first, and then just push forward and tilt that pelvis underneath. Yourself in, and we're going to do one for your soleus. So you've got your big calf muscle on the top, and underneath you've got your soleus that runs all the way down to the heel. So it's a bit of an unusual one. To stretch your calf muscle, you push your heel down flat and straighten the leg. But for this one, bring your back foot so the toe is in line with the heel on the front foot. From here, lift up nice and tall, keep both feet nice and flat, and try and put the weight into your back leg as you let the knees come forward. So as you start to push that knee forward, you'll notice that you'll get a bit of a stretch, probably just above your ankle if you're upright. If you're leaning forward, sometimes it takes the pressure out. So lift up, push that knee forward, but try and keep both feet nice and flat. And most of the weight is in that back leg. Can you feel it? Cushy. So this one is a really good stretch if you have any kind of Achilles or problems around the ankles, or if you wear lots of high heels. Tell him Jackie, if he wears high heels too often. And then slowly come on up. So runners especially, we're going to switch. So again, the back foot, bring the toe pretty much in line with the heel, lift the weight up nice and central, and then just start to bend both knees. Probably the back one more so, keeping the feet flat. So yeah, this is a really good one for runners. And high heel wearers. Relax, bring it up, just give the legs a little shake, give the ankles a little turn, just to stretch off any of those ligaments and tendons in the ankle, because sometimes it can feel a bit tight after that stretch. And then when you're ready, just slowly come on down onto your hands and knees. We're going to sit back first of all into the child's pose, bum goes back, just relax. So try not to force it again. Just let your body relax into the stretch as much as you can. Let your bum sink between the heels. Let the elbows touch the floor. Slowly come on up onto those hands and knees. So we're going to do the cat-cow stretch. So this is the one where we arch our back all the way up to the ceiling and we drop the chin to the chest. And then we slowly bring it back down. Start to push the belly down towards the floor and you lift the chin up. Do it nice and smooth, no rush. Just feel every movement through that spine.
neighbours have just started their VE party because I can hear the music blasting at the front now. One, just go back into that child's pose and relax. One more time. Sit back. Just rest. Hands and knees. I'm going to work a little bit on that mid-thoracic mobility. So if you take your right hand behind your head, and then from here just gently take that right elbow up towards the ceiling, take the eyes up towards the ceiling also, and then slowly back down, back to the neutral position, and then we go again. So we're going to do 5 on each side, nice and smooth. Don't rush any of the movements. Just take your time with everything. No forcing. Once you've done 5, just take the hands down. Sit up and relax if you want to before you go into the other side. Give the shoulders a little roll. Or you can go straight in, it's entirely up to you. Just switch hands. And coming up on the other side. Just relax. Sit back onto the heels, but lift the chest up. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Just sit onto those heels. That might be enough for most of you. That might be enough of a quad stretch. Some of you might feel that quite a bit already. If you want to try and increase a little bit more, you can take the hands behind. Just put your body weight back a little bit more. Or there is another option. Is just to lift your hips and push them forward. Let the head drop back. Really feel the stretch from the front of those thighs into those abs. Relax. We're going to do that one again, but just come off it at the moment, just to relax, lean forward just a touch. And then we're going to go one more time. Really lengthen those quads. So again, that might be enough. Or you can take the hands back. Or you can lift those hips and push forward. Take whichever option is comfortable for you. About you, but my legs are killing after last night's hip class. I could barely walk down the stairs this morning. Slowly come on down. Now, Downward dog. So hands and knees. This is your perfect downward dog position. So come to hands and knees, so your knees are directly underneath your hips, hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Turn your toes underneath, and all you need to do is lift your bum in the air. Lift your bum and push the heels down, press the chest through, and you're in the perfect downward dog position. Don't need to start adjusting the feet and the hands too much. If you're feeling good, that's good, stay there. If you want to try and increase, what you can do is walk the feet, so you push the heels down on each foot one at a time, and just try and lengthen into that stretch through the hamstrings and the calf muscles on one leg at a time. And then if you're feeling good, you can start to try and push both right down to the floor. Then gently take your right leg up into the air for me. So we come into what's known as the three-legged dog. We're only going to do this for a few seconds, because what I want you to do now is with that right leg, start to bring the knee in towards the chest, let the body weight come forward over the hands, and step that right leg as close to your right hand as possible. And you should now be in what is known as the runner's lunge. Nice and high. If that's too much, you could always drop that back knee down to the floor and relax. But if not, keep it up here. Now just gently your body from side to side, so you can almost feel your knee going out and increasing the stretch on that inner thigh as the weight shifts across to one side. Some of you may feel it more than others, so it's just a gentle rock, so you're just easing into that inner thigh just a tiny bit. Just two more, and then after this one you can rest, or you can step straight back into that downward dog position and rest there. It's your choice. You can rest into the child's pose, you can just take a rest in the center of the mat and do whatever you wish, or you can drop into this downward dog. Then when you're ready, we're going to start to lift the left leg nice and smooth, and then we're going to gently pull the knee in, let the body weight come forward, and bring that left leg up level with the left hand. Again, if you need to at any point, just drop that back knee, rest the body, then come back up. From side to side, so you're letting that knee drop out a little bit further. So only a gentle rock, don't force anything, just ease into it a little bit more. Then relax, step both legs back. Drop your hips to the floor, lift your chest, just stretch off the front of those bodies. Eyes up slightly, lift the chin, relax the shoulders, so don't bunch them up near the ears, just relax down, press. Slowly let your upper body come down, and then just bring your right foot in towards the bum, grab hold of it with the right hand, just stretch off the front of that thigh a little bit more. ready, come on back up to the hands and the knees. We're going to bring our right leg forward into the pigeon stretch. So however you feel comfortable, bring that right leg across the body. Slide that left leg back and just let your body fold over that front leg. Just gently melt into the stretch. We're going to stay here for quite a while. Give these glutes a nice good stretch. Give the piriformis a nice stretch. Bring yourself out of the stretch, however you feel comfortable. Just rest for a moment and then we're going to switch. Everyone okay so far? Good, good, good. So when you're ready, bring the opposite leg through. Slide the back leg nice and straight and just fold over that front leg. Out however you feel comfortable. Just bring your feet round. We're going to sit on our bums, bring our legs out in front. Start one of my favourite ones. So put your feet together and then just use your hands to lift your bum slightly and slide the bum in towards the feet to increase that stretch. Lift through the chest. Let both knees just drop out to the side. Just add a little bit of neck movement in there too if you want to try and release any of those muscles through the side of the head, into the ears, into the top of the neck, top of the shoulders. Just gently press the ear down to the shoulder. You probably can't hear it, but mine goes. With the head, but just drop the head slightly forward on the ankle so it comes a little bit into the back of the head. So come right up into the base of the skull, maybe into the ear, dropping the chin down, as if you're trying to tuck your chin into your armpit. That's the kind of movement you're aiming for. Whilst you're doing this, just take nice deep breaths. Let those knees sink a little bit lower. You may not realise, but possibly your knees have dropped a little bit because you start concentrating on something else instead. hands onto the ankles, and if you can, just press down a tiny bit with those elbows. Just increase it a little bit more. Sally, you've got to get your knees near the floor, not near your ears. Bring the knees in, take the right leg out in front, tuck the left leg in nice and tight. Now what I want you to do is, rather than going towards the foot, I want you to come across the body as if you're going towards the bent knee, and just let your body drop down here, and then come to the centre and go back towards the foot, which is out straight. So just move the body across towards the bent knee, and then bring it across and reach towards the foot with the opposite hand of the straight leg. Yeah. So a bit like when we had our feet wide and we were reaching across with opposite arms, do the same thing. So this is helping to release all those muscles around the back into the lat muscles or the rotational muscles here. If you can reach across with the opposite hand, might not be comfortable though. This is where most of us will be quite tight. Just a couple more. And then what I want you to do is, with both hands, reach towards that straight leg and just hold it if you can. If you can grab onto the shin, that's fine. You can grab onto the foot, lovely. Switch. So take the other leg out nice and straight. Tuck that foot in nice and close. And again, we go towards the bent leg first. Let the body come down. And then come to the centre. Let the body go towards the straight leg. So if that's your left leg now, what you're going to do is reach towards that straight leg with your right hand. Releasing all those muscles down the left hand side of your back as you reach across. What you'll find is, if you do it gradually, you may eventually go slightly further with each movement. It'll ease just a touch. Towards the straight leg with both hands. Just see if you can hold yourself somewhere nice and handy. Relax, bring the foot in. So again, we're going to straighten the other leg out again and tuck this one back in. Then once you've tucked it in, bend that leg to 90 degrees. So this one is a little bit more challenging. You've got a couple of options. So this leg that's now at the front at 90 degrees, try and take your hands underneath the foot. Now for some of you that might be more than enough, might be stretching those muscles in the upper back, that's fine. If you want to try and increase and get a little bit more into the hips, bring that foot up like so, and again you might be feeling your shoulders being pulled forward, again that's fine. And then the third option is to straighten that leg out towards the ceiling, still holding on to that foot. So take whichever option you prefer and just hold that stretch. Sit up nice and tall.
on the other side. So it's easier to tuck the foot in first, bend the other leg out the front, and then take the foot, with both hands. And then from there, you choose your option, stay here, bring it up, or straighten it out. And slowly bring that foot down. Now all I want you to do from here is lie yourself down nice and straight. Just going to move my belt so I can lie down. And we're going to hug both knees into the chest to begin. And then just let go of the left leg. Keep the right leg tucked in nice and tight. Let the left leg straighten along the floor. Relax here for a moment. So you've got both hands on your right knee at the moment. Keep your right hand on your right knee. And then take your left hand underneath. Try and grab around the ankle area. And twist that ankle in towards the chest. So you start to get a stretch. Potentially down the outside of the thigh. Maybe into the glutes. Still bring it both in towards the chest. You might not be able to bring it in that far. That's fine. Take the leg up into the air, and from here all I want you to do is turn your foot out and in. So keep the leg straight, turn the foot out to the side, and then turn it back in, and hopefully you'll feel some of the muscles switching from inner to outer thigh. You might feel it around the knee, a little bit around the calf muscles. Just nice and gentle, just a little bit of movement, but keep that leg as straight as possible. Side. Take it down and we're going to switch. For the last set, bring the other leg in. So it's the left knee, keep the left hand on the left knee, and with the right hand reach towards that ankle or the heel. Start to slowly bring it in. Try not to force anything. With that hand, take that leg up nice and straight, both hands behind, and just do the same as what we did on the other side. Turn the foot in and out. That's easier said than done. It's quite difficult, isn't it, to turn the foot. Two more on each side, and then all I want you to do is release that leg, take it down, and reach up with your hands into a nice full body stretch. Reach up through the fingertips, push away through the heels, lengthen your body, and get ready for a little bit of relaxation. Turn that music down just a little bit.
So I'm not going to talk much today. You know what you need to do now. Just take nice long deep breaths in and out. Let your body relax, find yourself a comfortable position. Stay exactly where you are. Let your eyes close, and every time your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to your breath and try and reset the focus on the breath. Just let the body and the mind relax. Slowly just start to get a little bit of life into those fingers and toes. Start to bring yourself up to a seated position whenever you're comfortable, no rush. Get a little bit of movement. Slowly bring yourself up seated. Use your knees if you want to. And thank you very much.